Now, there may be a lot of contention between which branch is the best branch or which MOS or rating is the best rating, but did you know there is a best rank? This is the Hill of Leadership. Let me explain. Here at the top of the Hill of Leadership, you will find the E7 through E9 category at the top of the hill. Here at the bottom of the hill, but not quite at the deepest point, is E1 through E3. Now, we all know that shit rolls downhill, but let's explain what's going on here. Now, here at the E7 and above category, we have the top of the hill. These are what's called the shit generators. These generate all the shit that is going to flow downhill. Now, here right underneath them in this slight little gap and dip you see is E6. See, that hole is there to be completely filled with shit. All the shit that runs down will fill that little valley and then roll over the top. There will always be shit in the E6 little slump here. Now here you'll notice E4 is kind of at the bottom of the hill. Why is that? Because all the shit that flows downhill kind of gets caught right in here and just slowly builds up until it starts to affect E1 through E3. Now, why are you asking E1 through E3 is right here, kind of outside of the slump? Well, you see, all the shit that flows downhill really doesn't affect them because they are shitbags. So therefore, they don't care as much. So it will build up in this little slump that the E4 has to deal with. Like, the A3s will catch it once it gets up so high, but at some point, they just don't care. So E4 and E6 kind of catch the majority of all the shit. It just kind of builds up and piles and just weighs them down. But you know who doesn't catch any shit? The E5s. Because if you'll notice, the E5 is located on the center of that downward slope. So as shit always rolls downhill, it will always get pushed past them and on down. Should shit back up enough that it starts building up down this line, they will then shovel it back up to the E6. So as the E5, shit will always roll downhill right off of you and onto the E4. So when you make E5, enjoy it. Savor it. Make it last. It will be the last piece you will know, because once you make E6, you're balls deep in shit.